Let's talk about Venus. It's got a split personality. On the one hand, it's the most hostile environment out there. From volcanoes to acid rain, it's a veritable wasteland. On the other hand, Venus is Earth's closest sibling in the neighborhood, and often referred to as the most Earth-like planet we know of. In fact, Venus will likely be the only Earth-like planet we will be able to visit, making it a quintessential scientific wonder. With the vast differences and similarities between the Earth and Venus, the study of the planet becomes one of the most vital scientific pursuits we have embarked upon. Understanding the intricacies of both planets gets us closer to unlocking the secrets of our own existence. That's why, for the first time in 4 decades, NASA is sending a spacecraft to Venus to answer some of the universe's most enthralling queries. Welcome back to Door to the Universe. Venus is an intriguing mystery, as it is strikingly similar to Earth, yet vastly different. Despite being nearly the same size and mass as Earth, the Venusian environment is unbearable with a surface temperature of approximately 900 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than a wood-fired pizza oven. The thick atmosphere, 93 times more voluminous than Earth's atmosphere, traps all of the heat, which creates an atmospheric pressure of 1,300 psi, equivalent to being submerged under 3,000 feet of water. The carbon dioxide-rich air on Venus transforms into a supercritical fluid, making conditions even more challenging. Moving on Venus would mean navigating through a thick and oppressive atmosphere. To make things worse, the atmosphere is filled with sulfuric acid, and winds can reach up to 200 miles per hour, resulting in lightning storms and acid rain. It's no surprise that no probes have been sent to Venus since the 80s. Mars has been a fruitful testing ground for interplanetary exploration. Somehow it has turned out to be hospitable for life in certain ways, like assisting us in technology advancements of communication, orbiters, landers, rovers, and even helicopters. Nonetheless, it's true the planet may seem a bit dull. On the other hand, Venus, the once vibrant planet, still holds several surprises. Although it may have a worn-out look, the planet still has lively volcanoes and some signs of life. Its atmosphere could contain bacteria or other organisms, which makes Venus a deeply fascinating place to explore. Fortunately, NASA has recently approved 2 missions that are planned to fly to Venus in 2029. These missions mark the first of their kind since the Magellan orbiter launched in 1989. Even for its time, Magellan wasn't a great spacecraft, pieced together mainly from old spare parts, but it still produced low-resolution images of Venus's surface, providing new insights on the planet. The upcoming DaVinci Plus mission is poised to unlock new secrets of Venus. Building on the original 2015 DaVinci mission, this new spacecraft will be a game-changer by combining an orbiter and a lander to explore deep into Venus's atmosphere. The Plus refers to significant design improvements that promise to elevate our understanding of this mysterious planet. By performing 2 flybys, DaVinci Plus will analyze the upper atmosphere and study cloud patterns in both ultraviolet and near-infrared light spectrums. This will involve investigating the chemical composition of noble gases and understanding what chemicals are present in the clouds that absorb ultraviolet light. With these advancements, DaVinci Plus is on the verge of revolutionizing our knowledge of this enigmatic world. As it approaches Venus, DaVinci Plus will search for sources of heat emanating from the planet's dark surface. This will provide us with invaluable insights into the planet's composition. 2 days later, the atmospheric descent probe will be released from the spacecraft. This ball-shaped titanium pressure vessel, measuring roughly 1 meter in diameter, will brave the challenging journey to the surface of Venus. Descending through the 40-mile-thick atmosphere, it will collect and analyze atmospheric gas every step of the way, giving us detailed insights into Venus's chemistry, composition, and structure. The probe is equipped to measure crucial environmental factors, such as wind speed, temperature, and air pressure. It will also capture hundreds of images from a height of 100,000 feet above the surface. This will provide us with high-resolution maps of the Alpha Rachel mountain range, which is twice the size of Texas. Through detailed image analysis, we hope to uncover any physical evidence of water existing on Venus. This exciting mission will help us better understand one of our planetary neighbors. The probe is expected to touch the surface of Venus at approximately 25 miles per hour. In optimal scenarios, it may function for up to 18 minutes, which is a bonus since it's not essential for the mission. However, past experience with earlier probes in the 1960s has shown that Venus' surface is extremely hostile for Earth-made technology to survive. Scientists were even hoping for a possibility of finding tropical rainforests and dinosaurs on Venus. However, the Soviet Benaroya was the first probe to glimpse into that world, but it couldn't stop or even successfully complete its mission. It transmitted data for mere minutes before the signal was lost mid-air, likely crushed to bits before even hitting the surface. The Russians attempted again with Benares 7, hoping for a successful landing this time. Rest assured, we will keep learning about the universe and pushing the boundaries despite the challenges. The probe that was sent to explore Venus resembled a tank. Despite its apparent strength, it plummeted to the ground because of a weak parachute. Nevertheless, it transmitted some data, though not as much as originally hoped for. Between 1975 and 1981, a few probes survived long enough to capture small amounts of data from the planet. During that 10-year period, surface samples, photographs, and even sound recordings were acquired. In 1984, the final Russian mission deployed balloon probes into the clouds of Venus, which floated about for a day, carried along by the wind for over 11,000 kilometers. The progress made in technology over the past 45 years has resulted in a significantly more detailed look at the planet's composition and surface. A new breed of scientists is actively working on developing better electronics that utilize silicon carbide instead of conventional silicon, allowing them to cope with the heat. Meanwhile, engineers are developing thermal batteries that will prevent overheating. This cutting-edge technology promises to provide a more reliable and engaging vision of Venus. In order to improve a battery's performance in a 900-degree heat environment such as on Venus, scientists are proposing to use an electrolyte material that remains solid at room temperature, but can melt into a liquid state when exposed to heat. The challenge is to identify materials that can resist the acidic chemical environment and not react with metals like copper. The next Venus mission, named Veritas or Venus Emissivity, Radio Science INSAR Typography and Spectroscopy, is facing some setbacks. As part of their budget proposal to Congress in 2024, NASA had to cut funding, effectively putting the project into a deep freeze for the indefinite future. It is a shame because the concept for their test was top-notch. In 2027, NASA hoped to launch a mission to Venus to map the planet's entire surface with up to 15 meters per pixel resolution. However, recent developments have made the mission more complicated. Despite this, visiting Venus remains worth the challenge. There are so many questions that we still need answers to, such as what the interior of the planet looks like and what its rocks are made of. Studying Venus could also reveal secrets about Earth's deep history and why it maintained a habitable environment, while a nearly identical Venus did not. Was Venus always hot, or was it once temperate? Was there water or even life in the past? And if so, what went wrong? Additionally, Venus's geological properties continue to baffle scientists. Why does it have so many volcanoes but no tectonic plates like Earth? Why doesn't it have a magnetic field? Understanding Venus would be a significant research breakthrough that could help us comprehend the universe better. Do you ever wonder how clouds stay put? And which force drives the constant hurricane-like winds in the upper atmosphere? It's all fascinating yet mysterious stuff that we could stand to learn sooner rather than later. In search of alien worlds, people talk about the James Webb Telescope. But why not explore our own next-door world that's just as otherworldly? Come along with us on a journey to explore aerospace and interstellar wonders in our weekly updates. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Door to the Universe for more unique and exciting content.